Hey James, I am here and I'm looking at your 6105. Um, the most important things I look at whenever I'm first checking these out is I look at the basic condition, visual condition. I look at the condition of the dial, especially because that tells us a lot about what's going on inside the watch. I look at the condition of how the movement appears. And then I wind it up to power and I put it on my time grapher. And the time grapher pretty much will tell us everything that we need to know. Um, Generally, the movement is fairly shiny. We're having a little bit of wear on the top of this bridge here, which means that this bearing is loosening up a little bit. It's nothing major. Um, you can see some more wear right here. If this were any other model of watch, I would say, well, we probably should look into trying to tighten that up, or really ideally replacing this bridge. But that's really tough with a 6105 because they're very hard to come by. These bridges, they're not easy to find. I'll look and see if I can get the cage to seat a little bit more, but it's sort of an Achilles heel of Seiko that they use this assembly for this, which is a series of ball bearings in a cage. And so once you start getting a lateral movement on this weight, you start seeing this kind of wear. And when you see this kind of wear, what's happening is that this metal is being shaved off the top of these bridges and it's distributing through the movement, which is not good. But that's relatively minor. I'll see. The numbers. This is the stuff that matters. It's got a little bit of beat error. You can see it's gaining a ton of time, but that doesn't really matter. I don't care about that stuff because that all gets adjusted out. It doesn't have a lot of beat error. It's running weakly, but not terribly. It's a little choppy. See the noise around here? And the fact that these lines aren't totally clean. It's not the happiest watch in the world, but it's not terrible. Believe me, I've seen way worse. After a cleaning, it should run fine. I've checked the function, the crown locks, the movement hacks with the crown as it should. So really it's just a matter of dealing with the cosmetics, the dial and the hands, etc. However you feel like approaching that, and then obviously the movement service and seals. These are great watches. I mean, I love them. They're fantastic. If they have any problem really in terms of design, it's these non-locking crowns, because the non-locking crowns, that's where the seal is. And if you can't get new crowns, which you can't, then the seal goes bad and the watch is vulnerable to any kind of moisture, and you will notice that a huge majority of these watches have damaged dials and damaged hands from lume that has gotten water in it. And that's certainly true of this one too. But it's a very good starting place to go with. We just need to figure out what needs to be done, and everything certainly can be done. Okay, thank you so much.